I'm ready. I'm ready. Chill. Always ready, at the whole armor of God, battle axe of the Lord so heavy. Drop a script quick with the flick of the wrist, 7 seconds. Strong in the Lord, no flexing. The Bible's a weapon, a fight for your life if you testing. A fight for your pride, don't involve with your questions. That ain't got nothing to do with repentance. A fight from the sky, from the judge is your sentence. Is you ready? For black Christ to come, the next life to come. Do not try to run when the terrorists come. The salvation of the black king of kings. Lord's a man of war. Exodus 15, 1 through 3, I mean. Ezekiel 13, for these lying pastors and those lying bastards dwelling now in ashes. Zechariah 9, 6 upon their pride. They go pride again. The beginning of 10. Let me check my spirit. Knowledge comes it up. Let's begin again. Please repent of sin. For you died of death. And that fire fell for eternity. And you burning deep. Christ said learn of me or get fervent heat. Better learn to keep every word he speak. And get ready. Yeah. This get heavy. It's levels. Yeah, get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Might get messy. Ready for war. Now is you ready for war? You should be ready for war. You should be ready for war. I help you sharpen that sword. I help you sharpen that sword. Is you ready for war? Ready for war. Yeah, I'm ready for war. Ready for war. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah. Bring it out. Always ready. Always ready. I got my Bible, my sword, just in case things get too heavy. Always ready. Always ready. I dare a demon to test me. I dare a demon to test me. Oh. I've been catching up on scriptures daily. I'm reading, making sure no spirits catch me lacking. Precept, 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 all I'm thinking. To show myself approved, I study daily. I got to study the books to leave my enemy shook. Precept on precept, this line got you hooked, right? I once was blind, now got spiritual eyes to see the lies. Now the truth I divide. Brothers better get ready. Soldiers need to get ready. Officers get ready. Captains be ready. Deacons keep these ready. Bishops always ready. IUIC ready. IUIC ready. Now is you ready for war? You should be ready for war. You should be ready for war. I help you sharpen that sword. I help you sharpen that sword. Is you ready for war? Ready for war? Yeah, I'm ready for war. Ready for war. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
John on the beat.
Mic check. Damn, this thing super loud. Mic check.
Yeah. We're only as strong as our weakest.
Mic check.
What the Jews that do what you won't do. Like after prayer, go and get it. Might as well boycott marching. Cause after king, it ain't did shit. Got keeping these laws.
Mic check.
Check.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, that's fine. Leave it like that. Just turn up Pagiel's. This shit loud as hell. Mic check.
Mic check. Mic check.
And instead of love, you despise. How we supposed to come together when we add all you do is divide. Never break. They say they made it, but
It's good. Mine is good. Don't worry.
now we say that our God is great. The sons of God are woke and they never break. They say they made it, but the people at the bottom made. Now we say that our God is great. The sons of God are woke and they. We the most hated in all the lands because we know the truth. On the corners pulling scriptures, but that's not all we gon' do. We don't lie, we don't steal. Serve most high with our zeal. We gon' grind, ain't no chill. Serve most high with our zeal. Shout out to the haters.
us. Israel, yeah, we made it. Call them out, make them fake it. Call them out, make them fake it. Vocab, we smell your bacon. You sisters, we see you waiting. Wicked brothers, we hear you stating. The prophets, we standing patient. On Messiah to render judgment. The Israelites gonna love it. The prophecies you do not fit. The king said you will not sit. Black Messiah, yeah, we rich. Black Messiah, yeah, we rich. Making them mad with the truth. Southern poverty, law is sick. James Esau, now you quiet. Cause you see that we ain't lying. We the people of the book. Spiritual Israel be silent. Your pastor left you on the island. Don't know the truth, now you was crying. Join the prophets, yeah, we got you. Join the prophets, yeah, we got you.
We the most hated in all the lands because we know the truth. On the corners pulling scriptures, but that's not all we gon' do. We don't lie, we don't steal. Serve most high with our zeal. We gon'
I know he was
grind,
talking
ain't
to
no
his
chill.
family.
Serve most high.
He was like, damn, I
with
didn't
our
say I
zeal.
wanted to learn that thing, so.
I haven't said anything.
You understood though,
You
right?
stop really just jumping up and throwing stuff.
No, I'm just saying.
I did say I would have let me. He talking shit. I ain't even say nothing, bro. Damn. Brothers, man.
It sounded like it was an attack. It wasn't an attack.
That
I'm
was an
proud of you.
attack. Bro,
I'm proud of
I
you.
got evil on both sides of me right
That's
now.
right. We trying to get you in the fold.
Yeah, boy.
We trying to get you to join us.
Hey, that means he already
We
gave
need
up.
you.
Right, son?
Come on up.
That means he already gave up.
You see?
I done walked this road before, paved the way like sidewalks into the streets of gold. The days that we are born are the days that we ignore, and the days that we are gone are the days that we rejoice. See, they never been the prophet that perish in Israel, cause the thing that have been came again to Israel. Scourged with the stripes of the children of Ben, iniquity abound from the past that was his. Now the serpents in the midst, once the spirit is equipped. Now I know the problem, shit. It's the Bible, the curses, the people, the idols they use to deceive you. It's Babylon the great, not the God in the Eden. The yokes came off once our mind were defeated. Separate the man from the home, they achieved it. I can only say that this is deja vu, cause after 400 years we with the same IQ.
The same IQ. The same IQ.
Seen it, thought it, lived it, loved it, cause you did before. Everything you're doing now is already old. Nothing that happened, it shall be. And what you've done is already done. Under the sun, everything that you've done, nothing is new. Please. I've been here before. Oh my, a long time ago. Oh my, I have seen some things that I can't explain. Do you think this is a joke? All that the prophets have wrote, nothing new under the sun. From your fate you cannot run. You are what was before. Could have reprobate soul. Come unaware, not known. We can't escape what the Bible's foretold. Now that I know what deja vu is, I hate that this shit. Now that I know what deja vu is, I hate this. Seen it, thought it, lived it, loved it, cause you did before. Everything you're doing now is already old. Nothing that happened, it shall be. And what you've done is already done. Under the sun, everything that you've done, nothing is new. Please. 'Cause 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 'c messed up. 'Cause everything you have right now belongs to us. But Christ will bring the fire just to burn it up. You thought that we were defeated. Whips on my back had me bleeding. But I was to blame. I'm sorry for shame. Prophecy says we'll get even. I can see now. You are the man of perdition. Oh, you are the man of perdition. Yeah, yeah. You are the man of perdition. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Gotta keep these laws. Gotta keep these laws. Israel. And the Lord said to Moses, rise up and teach all the people. Tell them that this is your wisdom in the sight of the heathen. And the Lord gave 2 tablets, right laws to govern the people. But they were so damn evil, rebellious, stiff-necked people. Captivity, aka ships, slavery. We would not hearken, no, we would not hear. We would not listen, no, we would not fear. We was the righteous and we was the kings. We was the priests, listen to clear. All the wicked lying, all the fornication, all the stealing, hating, all the baby making, all the idolatries, all the Caesar bullshits, all the Baals and Molochs and sacrifices to devils. Wake up, let's go home. Righteous in my zone. 12 tribes for the kingdom. It's coming, won't be long.
And the Lord said to Moses, speak to the sons of Israel, repent of all your sins, 'cause the kingdom is here within. And the Lord said to Moses, speak to the sons of Israel, repent of all your sins, 'cause the kingdom is here within.
And the Lord said to Moses, put off them shoes from your feet. This holy ground's where you stepping. No need your corner suggestion. Raise up my people and teach them. Bring about that evil from Egypt. Tell them remember my Sabbath. You know they stiff-necked inside it. That's why the commandments in Exodus and again in Deuteronomy. That's why we bordered in fringes, 'cause we forgetful of people. Get slain for picking up sticks. Nowadays we picking up shit. Forget thou should not commit adultery. It was written in bricks. It's like a hit in the miss. I mean you get what you give. Keep these commandments and live. Nowadays we minister hate like we forgot the wages of sin. We prophesy to the wind. Pray that it bring them back in. I know that iron sharpen the iron, but I don't know nothing about 10.
And the Lord said to Moses, speak to the sons of Israel, repent of all your sins, 'cause the kingdom is here within. And the Lord said to Moses, speak to the sons of Israel, repent of all your sins, 'cause the kingdom is here within.
The Lord said to Moses, it's time my people were free. Give them the laws they should follow and let them know it's from me. If they keep all my laws, they be the top of the tree. But if they turn from my ways, I give them captivity. And God said to Moses, teach all my laws to my chosen. Put the women in dresses and have the men put on hosen. When the new moon's approaching, make sure the trumpets are blowing. Tell the women about children to help my people keep growing. And God said to Moses, when you see sin, take a notice. Remind them I saved them from all the curses and locusts. Separate from the nation so they can clearly have focus. They serve other gods and all their science is bogus. Teach them they should not steal, they have my people be roguish. They have to pay for their sins, have them agree that they notice. If they turn from my laws, their every effort is hopeless. There is only one God and that's a clear diagnosis. And God said to Moses, accept no witches' hypnosis. To go into the world would be considered atrocious. Have my women dress modest and keep them soft as a lotus. With the knowledge of wise men and the beauty of roses.
think you going reprobate. Oh man, I think you going reprobate. Oh man, think you going reprobate. Oh man, yeah, you going reprobate. Oh man, you the same one that says they'll never hate. Now you tryna leave, you tryna separate, you gon' reprobate. Oh man, I think you gon' reprobate. Oh, why are you so deceitful? You're trying to trip up the people. You can't control your ways, but you complain all the day long. You're doing things not convenient. I pull a script, I can tell. There is no knowledge within you. Oh, I think you gon' reprobate. Oh man, I think you gon' reprobate. Oh man, think you gon' reprobate. Oh man, yeah, you gon' reprobate. Oh man, you the same one that says they'll never hate. Now you tryna leave, you tryna separate, you gon' reprobate. Oh man, I think you gon' reprobate.
Yeah, I think they did. Before every enterprise we sought counsel. And the way you acting now, it's not like you. See, I'd rather leave than to start fighting. Unequally yoked is what the words say. Railing for railing, that's not my foreplay. Stay together, do what the songs say. Bonnie ain't collide with Clyde, now we in the hallways. We all make mistakes, but don't give excuse to do it. We all in the race, and everyone's a winner. But staying with a reprobate mind will keep you off track. And you don't wanna backslide.
Oh man, I think you gon' reprobate. Oh man, think you gon' reprobate. Oh man, yeah, you gon' reprobate. Oh man, you the same one that says they'll never hate. Now you tryna leave, you tryna separate, you gon' reprobate. Oh man, I think you gon' reprobate.
In the truth, you had zeal like a spark, but when the trials came, you straight departed. Temptation gonna come and yours did, but you tossed to and fro with all evil like a little kid. Check it out, you call the deacons telling lies. Mad cause they chose the truth. Praying to the Lord flies. Sitting sweet, guess you got a sweet tooth. The most are knocking down your demons, putting chains on your door like your Morgan Freeman. Your sisters and your brothers, you do not esteem them. Oh yeah, you going reprobate.
You don't wanna take it there, huh? Causing contradiction in your mind, huh? No, you don't wanna take it there. Take it there. You're a false alarm. You're going off, being warned, and slowly you fall apart. Fall apart. Fall apart.
We back, y'all.
Yeah, we back, y'all. We
That's
here.
right.
We here. We here. Well, we coming to teach the so-called Hispanics,
Right.
Native American Indians that you are the Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
Right? You got the, we got to name them off. You got the Cubans, the Dominicans, the Puerto Ricans, the Native Americans, the Seminole Indians,
Hondurans,
the Hondurans,
Costa Ricans,
the Mexicans, Costa Ricans,
Guatemalans.
Costa Ricans. I said that right. Costa Ricans.
That's right.
Costa
That's right.
Ricans, Guatemalans,
Guyanese.
we say Guyanese.
Yes, sir.
That's where you from, right? Guyanese. All friends.
Colombian.
You got Guyanese, Colombians,
Venezuelans.
Y'all are the
Peruvians.
biblical
Honduras has the
Israelites
highest
according
murder rate
to
in
the
the
Bible.
world.
That's
right.
All right. So I'm Officer Gadget Hoser to my left,
Soldier Ephraim.
to my right.
Officer Hales.
Officer Pagiel.
All praise to the Most High. Y'all are tuned in to the Natives Hour. All right. Tonight we going over what I can name the class. God scattered the Hispanics.
That's
You
right.
sure did.
God, he did it.
Absolutely.
He did. And you know what's crazy? He said he was going to do it. He said he was going to scatter them. But before I go over that, it's something that's going on in the news right now that's affecting everybody right now.
I wonder what that can be.
That they're going to find out today.
All right.
I know some of y'all work for the federal government and you're not getting paid. Let's find out why that is happening. Can we pull the video, please? Pull the video, Officer.
Congress and the president went back.
Hold on. Azaniah, please. Azaniah, please. Thank you, brother. Thank you. This brother want to try stuff on our show. You see how crazy it is?
If I'm wrong about this, you're going to...
Turn it up. Replay it and turn it up. Native Hour Show. He want to try stuff new. Come on, y'all. Yep, come on.
Congress and the president
Turn
went
it
back
up.
to work today while much of the federal government remains closed for this shutdown. This is having a very real impact. 800,000 Americans missing their paychecks this week. Federal offices that provide food for the hungry are now closed. Key disaster assistance programs put on hold, leaving 250,000 Americans who fled those fires in Thousand Oaks and Malibu, California, now without help. And as the government shutdown grinds on, the stock market has seen the worst drops in a decade. This shutdown is a drag on the economy. It's hurting hundreds of thousands of Americans. And we've seen these kind of effects in previous shutdowns, to be sure. But this Trump shutdown is actually different than every other shutdown recorded in the modern era, when presidents drew lines in each of those years to defend their positions on taxes or health care or spending. But this is the first time a president has shut down the government not to defend a pledge, but to break a pledge. Just stop there and consider how bizarre this is.
All right, stop. So it said Trump shut down the government to break his own promise.
Dang.
If y'all didn't know, Trump promise was to do what? Have Mexico build the wall. Have Mexico build the wall, right? That was his promise.
That was it. Yeah.
Keep playing.
That's it, exactly.
He said it was bizarre.
It was bizarre.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
A new Congress begins, and its first business is dealing with a president shutting down the government to break his own campaign pledge. Let's be very clear about this. Donald Trump promised Americans they would never pay for the wall because Mexico would pay. And then he failed to get that money from Mexico despite 2 years when his party actually controlled Washington. So Trump shuts down the government to break his pledge and try to make Americans pay for the wall. Believe me, this is not how it was supposed to go.
Believe me, Mexico's paying for the wall, okay? That's it.
If I win, if I become president, Mexico will pay for the wall.
And by the way, Mexico will pay for the wall. They will pay for the wall. That I can tell you.
Mexico's going to pay for the wall. They don't know it yet.
They're starting to have a very good idea, but that's okay. And Mexico's going to pay for the wall, and they'll be happy to do it.
They were not happy to do it, and Mexican officials, past and present, shut Trump down.
I declare, I'm not going to pay for that wall. He should pay for it.
Lo he dicho una y otra vez. México no pagará ningún muro.
Mexico will not pay for the wall.
Clear enough for you? Diplomacy.
Oh, man.
Now, since 2015, Donald Trump has been pushing the idea that he was going to get Mexico to pay for the wall. Now, he says he'll take on the mantle for demanding border funding and make you pay for it.
This is a wall that's going to work. Mexico will pay for it because they are not doing us any favors.
This was day 2 of the partial government shutdown over the president's demand for border wall funding.
I am proud to shut down the government for border security. I will take the mantle. I will be the one to shut it down. Mexico, Sean, is going to pay for the wall. You know, these politicians come up. They say, you don't really mean Mexico's going to pay. We will have Mexico pay for that wall. And you know what? If I'm wrong about this, you're going to all come back. We'll have another meeting, and I'll apologize to you. Here you have a wall where you're talking about to complete, because, again, a lot has already been done. The $5.6 billion approved by the House is such a small amount compared to the level of the problem. So we give money to countries, but we don't give money to our own country.
Trump failed. He didn't pull off the deal. He didn't apologize to Hannity. He turned from pressuring Mexico for pesos to pressuring the U.S. for dollars, making this shutdown, as you just saw, a bizarre public exercise in breaking his promise. Now, if Trump reopens the government without wall funding, this was a waste of time from his view. And if Trump reopens the government with any U.S. wall funding, however unlikely, that is a violation of his pledge from
So basically, stop. So basically what he's saying is, wherever way Trump goes, hey, you got to switch the screen, Zephaniah? As an eye. Brother, come on, brother. All right, I'm just making sure, man. Stay back there, bro. So either way, if Trump keeps the shutdown, he's still lost. If he opens up the government, he's still lost because he said that he was going to have Mexico pay for the wall. And the reason why the shutdown is going on is because Mexico said they are not paying for the wall. So now he wants the Americans to pay for the wall, which they like, no, I'm not giving you this money. He wants billions and billions of dollars to build a freaking wall. But the whole time, his campaign was, we're going to have Mexico pay for the wall.
Right. He said Mexico's going to pay for the wall, and they don't know it yet.
Right. They don't know yet.
But
they don't know yet.
It was actually us that didn't know yet that he wanted us to pay for the wall.
There you go. I'm glad you I'm glad you connected that.
Right.
I'm glad you connected that.
He must be looking at, I guess we must be the Mexicans.
Right. We all the same in his eyes.
Goodness gracious.
Give me Psalms 55 and 21. Give me Psalms 55 and 21. Esau is going to continue to show you that they are the damn devil.
That's right.
But it's up to you to accept that. If this man is a God-fearing, loving man, why would he shut down the government for a wall? Not for funding for health care. Right. To build a wall, which makes no sense. Go ahead, play that. Read it.
The book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 21.
Uh-huh.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
We're going to have Mexico build the wall. They don't know it yet. They smoother than butter, bro. He had everybody fooled except the Israelites.
Right. That's right.
He had everybody fooled like he was going to save the country. Make America great again. But this is the worst shutdown ever.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Is that this government shutdown, right? Everybody that was voting for Trump, you are now affected.
Right.
You voted. You were for building that wall. Right. You were okay with that.
Right.
And now it's your funds being taken away from you and your baby's mouths.
Yep.
But you voted for Trump. You hated the Mexicans that much. That's what you wanted. That's what you got.
Yep. Hey, you hit it right on the head. Because the majority of the people is Esau.
Right.
That's feeling it. It's like they went over about the Edomites that, in California that lost their houses to the wildfire.
Right.
Now they don't get any funding.
Nope.
They have no money coming to them. Why? Because Donald Trump hates Issachar that bad.
Right.
Donald Trump hates the Mexicans that bad. He will take millions of dollars from the so-called American people to make sure that Mexico cannot make their way into America.
Right. And it's mostly Caucasian that's in welfare and stuff.
Yep. You got something? Ephraim?
No,
You
no,
say
no.
something? Read that again.
The book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Smoother than butter.
But war was in his heart.
War was in his heart. War was in his heart. He knew from the beginning Mexico wasn't going to pay for no doggone wall. He knew that. Get chapter 64 and 8. Get chapter 64 and 8. We're going to touch this real quick. I was just looking today, and I'm like, man, this is crazy. He hates Issachar so bad, he will shut down his own government. He will stop the money coming into his own people just because he hates Issachar so bad. Oh, I hate these people. He hate Northern Kingdoms. He hate the Hispanics so bad. He will shut down his government to build a wall to keep them from getting in.
And he wanted a free wall, too.
Right, a free wall. Y'all going to pay for it. Okay, read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 64 and verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
And that's what's going on right now. He has been found a liar. He is a liar. For everybody that's still trusting this dude, you're going to find out that he's a liar. He's the damn devil.
Right.
It is what it is. I'm going to call a spade a spade.
Right.
This dude is the devil. And we must realize that.
Right.
Get the next video.
Hey, can I get a scripture real quick,
yep,
Officer Gad?
yep.
Can we go back to Psalms 55 and read verse 9? Just to land back off of what Officer Gad is bringing out as far as their tongue. Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 9.
Read.
Destroy, O Lord.
That's what the Israelites pray for. That's what we pray for, is that the Most High destroys them. Let's see how the Most High is going to destroy them.
And divide their tongues.
Meaning he's going to cause confusion within them. 1 minute they're going to vote for Trump because they agree with the wall, but then he's going to divide the whole plan. They'll be like, yo, you're not talking what we talking about. That's not what we agreed on. So the Most High is causing that confusion. The Most High is the one that sets up these leaders, and he makes them, and also he destroys them.
All praise. Get the next video. Trump gets testy with reporter. Go ahead.
All of the other things, the sensors and the drones, it's all wonderful to have, and it works well, but only if you have the wall. If you don't have the wall, it doesn't matter. A drone isn't stopping 1,000 people from running through. And so we can all talk. And interestingly, if you look, virtually every Democrat over the last 15 years, they've approved what we're asking for. So I think we're doing something. I think we're getting closer. But we really have to think about the people of our country. This is not a fight I wanted. I didn't want this fight. We have to think about the people of our country, and we have to do what's right at our border and many other places, but we have to do what's right at our border. Human trafficking cannot be stopped if we don't have a steel barrier or a concrete wall, something very powerful. It cannot be stopped. There's nothing. We have the most talented law enforcement people in the world, as far as I'm concerned, right alongside of me and behind me. It doesn't mean a thing if they're going to be driving women and children through sections of the border where nobody is, where you can't be because you don't have enough manpower or woman power. You don't have enough of anything. You have 2,000 miles of border. So if you're not going to stop it, in all fairness, there's not much they can do. They can get them every once in a while. But the other way, we can eliminate the problem as it pertains to the area that is the worst problem. Probably the world's worst problem, because they come into the United States because we have the money. That's true with drugs. And everything I said for human trafficking is also true with drugs. So we got to get the politics out of this and go back to common sense. You know, they say it's a medieval solution, a wall. That's true. It's medieval because it worked then, and it works even better now. Israel put up a wall, 99.9% successful, according to Bibi Netanyahu. He came into my office a couple of months ago. He said, "What's with the wall?" We put up a wall. It was 99.9% successful. 99.9. I said, "Do you mind if I use that number?" He said, because they'll fact check it, and they'll say, "Oh, it was actually only 99%. The president told a fib." Now, he told me 99.9. Maybe he'll change it, make it 99. But they put up a wall, and they don't have a problem anymore. And we have to do the same thing. The United States must not incentivize or enable these evil crimes. Instead, we should do everything we can to fight them, and that's what we're doing. I call on Congress to send me a funding bill to secure the border, build a barrier, and help end this horrific assault on innocent life, not to mention the drugs, not to mention the gangs and the criminals. And I will very gladly sign this legislation having to do specifically
So he said, I call on Congress to give me the funding to build this wall. But his whole campaign was, we going to have Mexico build the wall. Dude's a liar, man. That's why most I say never trust thine enemies. But anyway, we're going to move on from DJ Trump. DJ DJ Uncle Trump. So we was on the quest, right? We all went to the quest. All praise. Everybody up here, except you, Padgett, right?
Nah, he was there.
Oh, you was there, right?
He somehow made
brothers did go on the quest. Some brothers in the audience didn't go. But it's all right.
It's all right, man.
You gonna be all right, brother. You got to go next year, Lord's will.
Right.
Lord's will. So we've seen a lot of things. We expressed a lot of things. We,
we was windjamming a little
ate.
bit.
Nah, brother. I'm not going into eating. Brothers want to talk about windjammer.
What?
I'm not doing it.
Listen, you got to get over it, Israel.
Right, get over windjammer, y'all. That's why some of y'all stomachs jacked up now.
Windjammer was the only thing there. They acting like Windjammer was the only thing there.
Yeah, so today we're gonna go over a few things, what we saw, and we're gonna prove through the Spirit of the Most High Christ that the people of Cozumel, the people of Costa Maya, the people of Honduras, Playa del Carmen, Roatan,
right.
Chetumal,
Bahamas,
the Bahamas. Yeah, we're not going to Bahamas. That's Benjamin. We're gonna leave that for another show. I love y'all, Benjamin. Love you.
Right.
We ain't forget about you.
But we gonna prove through the Spirit of Most High Christ that they are actually Israelites. All right.
That's right.
John 8:32. John chapter 8 verse 32.
The book of John, chapter 8 and verse 32. Oh, my bad.
The book of John chapter 8 verse 32. How you say it in Spanish?
Juan capítulo
capítulo
8
y
32. That's right.
Juan capítulo 8 y 32.
Así es.
Así es.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
So Christ saying that we shall know the truth. The truth is many levels to the truth. We know the truth is God's commandments, keeping his laws, and the faith in Christ.
Right.
But it's also the truth that the people of Honduras, the people of Latin America, Central America, North America, the so-called Hispanics and the indigenous people of the land, they are Israelites.
Right.
That's the truth.
That's
That's
right.
who they are according to the Bible. All right? And we're going to prove that. Get Romans 11:1. Get Romans 11:1. Because I always hear people, say, well, I'm Judah, Benjamin, Levi. We know who those are. But for some reason, nobody believes that I'm not going to say nobody. A lot of people don't believe. You know how Jesse Lee be like, not all, but most. A lot of people don't believe that the Hispanics in those various places are actually Israelites. Romans 11:1. Watch this.
The book of Romans, chapter 11 and verse 1. I say then, have God cast away his people? God forbid.
So God has not cast away his people. They're still around today. All 12 tribes are still here today. Come on.
For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham.
So Paul had to tell you, I'm an Israelite from the seed of Abraham. Watch this.
Of the tribe of Benjamin.
Of the tribe of Benjamin. Read on.
God hath not cast away his people, which he foreknew.
Now let's see who God knew. Amos 3:1. It says, God has not cast away his people,
right,
which he foreknew. So let's find out who God knew and who are those people. Amos 3:1.
The book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Come on.
Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Oh, who?
O children of Israel.
O children of Israel. Come on.
Against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Says, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Come on.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So God's people who he foreknew, like we read in Romans 11, are Israelites. Jeremiah 31 and 35. Watch this. Jeremiah 31 and 35.
Bring it out.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 31 and verse 35.
Come on.
Thus saith the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by
Gave the
day,
sun to shine for the light. Read on.
and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night.
Come on.
Which divideth the sea
Come on.
when the waves thereof roar.
Uh-huh.
The Lord of hosts is his name.
The Lord of hosts is his name. Read on.
If those ordinances depart,
If the sun departs, if the moon departs, if those ordinances depart, read on.
From before me, saith the Lord.
Come on.
Then the seed of Israel shall also cease from being a nation before me forever.
So Israel is still here today.
Right.
All 12 tribes is here on the earth today.
That's right.
It's our job to find them. It's our job to bring it to light. And that's what we're doing here on the Natives Hour. Deuteronomy 4:27. It's our job to do that. Our minds cannot stay in the bubble of America. And this is why. Deuteronomy 4:27.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 27.
Come on.
And the Lord shall scatter you.
And the Lord shall what?
Scatter you.
Scattered. Come on.
Among the nations.
Meaning in various places of the earth. The Lord was going to scatter the so-called Hispanics, the so-called Native Americans, the so-called indigenous people of the Puerto Ricans,
right?
The Cubans,
right?
The Dominicans, the Brazilians, the Venezuelans, the people in Honduras,
right?
The people in Mexico. God said he was going to scatter his people. Read on.
And ye shall be left few in number among the heathen.
Watch this.
Whither the Lord shall lead you.
Watch this.
And there ye shall shall serve gods.
Come on.
The work of men's hands.
God says, and when you get to those various places, you were going to serve gods, the works of man's hands, meaning those gods, those religions would be given to you by different men.
Right.
Different heathens that you were forced to serve. You was forced to be around. Read on.
Wood and stone.
Wood and stone. Come on.
Which neither see, nor hear, nor eat, nor smell. But if from thence thou shalt seek the Lord thy God.
It says, but from thence, from those places where you are scattered, if you shall seek the Lord, read.
Thou shalt find him.
Come on.
If thou seek him with all thy heart.
Come on.
And with all thy soul. When thou art in tribulation. And in all these things are come upon thee, even in the latter days.
In the what?
The latter days.
In the last days, Israel was still going to be scattered. Israel will be in various places in the last days. Read on.
If thou turn to the Lord thy God.
In the last days, read.
And shall be obedient unto his voice. For the Lord thy God is a merciful God.
Read on. What verse you at?
Verse 31.
All right, finish 31.
He will not forsake thee, neither destroy thee, nor forget the covenant of thy fathers.
So the reason why the Lord put the Spirit on brothers and sisters to go out to these various places is because our people are there. The Israelites are scattered throughout the four corners of the world.
That's right.
And God says, if they repent where they are, where I scattered them, I will have mercy on them. I will show them that I am a merciful God. Psalms 44:11. Psalms 44, verse 11. It says, only Judea was scattered over the world. Hey, please, block, I don't know, Tory Huffy. Oh, yeah. Block that person. Where's Azaniah?
Hey.
Block that person, man.
Right.
Kick him out. Her, him,
Tory need to
Davey, whatever. Kick him out.
Tory need to go to sleep.
Come on. Psalms 44:11.
Chapter 44, verse 11. Thou hast given us like sheep appointed for meat.
Come on.
And has scattered
Have
us.
what?
and has scattered us among the heathen.
God says he scattered the Israelites among the heathen.
Right.
Read on. Read verse 14.
Verse 14.
Simpletons. Come on.
Thou makest us a byword among the heathen.
Come on.
A shaking of the head among the people.
It says God made us a byword. A what?
Thou makest us a byword among the heathen.
Among the heathen. Come on.
A shaking of the head among the people.
A shaking of the head among the people. Psalm 60:1. Damn simpletons, man.
The book of Psalms, chapter 60 and verse 1.
Come on.
O God, thou hast cast us off.
Come on.
Thou hast scattered us.
Thou hast what?
Scattered us.
Again, the Israelites would be scattered. Us. Israel. Damn. Oh, read it again, brother.
O God.
I know. That's what I know. Come on.
O God.
People like that piss me off, man. They piss me off when they say stuff like that. Only Judah was scattered. What? Read it again.
O God, thou hast cast us off.
Us off?
Thou hast scattered us.
Who's the us? All Israel simpletons.
That's right.
The us is all Israel, not one tribe. Read it again, brother.
O God, thou hast cast us off.
Thou hast cast us off. Read on.
Thou hast scattered us.
Thou hast scattered us. Read on.
Thou hast been displeased.
Go to Hosea 1:10. Goodness gracious. Never read the book. Never read the Bible. Never read no historical facts of history. Goodness gracious. Hosea 1:10. It's not working? Yeah, get that mic over there. Oh, they took the batteries out of there. All right, yeah, please get him batteries, please. Hosea 1:10.
The book of Hosea, chapter 1 and verse 10.
Come on.
Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea.
The number of the children of Israel should be as the sand of the sea. Come on.
Which cannot be measured.
Cannot be measured.
Nor numbered.
Oh, that's one tribe though, brother. So you telling me one tribe is like the sand of the sea? The scripture says what? Read verse 10 again, please.
Yet the number of the children of Israel.
I thought the children of Israel was more than one tribe. Way more than one tribe. The children of Israel, read.
Shall be as the sand of the sea.
Shall be as the sand of the sea. Come on.
Which cannot be measured nor numbered.
Can't be measured or numbered. Read.
And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them,
come on,
ye are not my people. There it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God.
And who's saying that today? We are.
That's right.
We telling our people they're the Israelites.
Right.
Because there's people out there that's telling them they are not the Israelites.
Right.
We telling the so-called Puerto Ricans, y'all Israelites.
That's right.
We telling the so-called Cubans, y'all Israelites.
Bring it out.
We telling the people in Honduras, y'all Israelites.
I see it.
The people in Mexico, y'all Israelites.
Hallelujah.
But there's people out here that's saying they are not Israelites. Read that again, brother. They don't understand. They live in the prophecy.
Right.
Read it again.
Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea.
Come on.
Which cannot be measured nor numbered.
Not be measured or numbered. Read on.
And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people.
It's people saying they are not the Israelites.
Right.
Facebook. Right. Facebook. They ain't the Israelites.
Right.
They don't understand that they are actually fulfilling the scripture.
That's right.
And we are fulfilling prophecy.
That's right.
Read it again. And the what? The people? And the people say what?
And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people.
Come on.
There it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God.
We are the sons of the living God. Here on the native hour, we telling our people that they are the sons and daughters of God.
Right.
That's who you are. Give me Daniel 9, bro.
Bring it
Give
out.
me Daniel chapter 9,
You know what's
please.
crazy, Officer Gad? The people who claim it's only Judah is calling God a liar because he got 12 gates.
Right, 12 gates.
So if it's only one gate, what's up with the other ones?
They don't read, brother. They don't read. They don't understand what they read. Oh, goodness. We can go on this all day. Just give me that scripture so we can move on, please.
The book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 11.
Oh, God. Come on.
Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law.
No, just one.
All Israel.
All Israel. Read on. Watch this.
Have transgressed thy law.
Come on.
Even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice.
Uh-huh.
Therefore the curse is poured upon us.
The curses, we're going to get to them. Read on. Watch this.
And the oath that is written in the law of Moses.
Come on.
The servant of God.
Come on.
Because we have sinned against him.
We have sinned against the Lord. Read.
And he have confirmed his words, which he spake against us, and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil.
A great evil. Watch this.
For under the whole heaven have not been done as has been done upon Jerusalem.
Stop right there. Under the whole heaven, nothing has been done like it has been done to the Israelites.
Right.
So if they not Israel, what we going through today, none of it should resemble Judah.
Dang.
None of it. What we about to go over should not even match up to the Judites. Should not match up to what the so-called African Americans went through.
Right.
Deal? Let's make a deal.
If
what we about to go over, if it don't match to what happened to Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, then we are false prophets.
Right.
Let's make that deal. Give me the video, bro.
Right.
What they gonna learn today? Oh yeah, off rip. Soon as you step off the boat, these are the Israelites.
Right.
Nope,
They out there.
not
First
that
thing you
one.
see him doing is dancing for the white man, for change.
Give me Cozumel. Yes, first video.
And after tonight, I want you to ask yourself this question: which curses they don't fit?
There you go. And we gonna and like I said, you gonna write a check that your butt can't cash.
Right.
Tell you that right now.
Every
and that's
idle
a
word.
Judite saying for you.
Yeah.
You gonna write a check your butt can't cash, man. Let's see, Cozumel. Let me see. Yeah, read that right there. No, go down. Go to the history. You got it?
Yeah.
Go to the history.
I got you. All right.
Yep, read that.
History of Cozumel. The Maya are believed to have first settled Cozumel by the early part of the first millennium AD. And older pre-classic Olmec artifacts have been found on the island as well. The island was sacred to Elexchel, the Maya moon goddess, and the temples here were a place of pilgrimage, especially by women desiring fertility. There are a number of ruins on the island, most from the post-classic period. The largest Maya ruins on the island were near the downtown area and have now been destroyed today. The largest remaining ruins are at San Gervasio, located approximately at the center of the island. The first Spanish expedition to visit Cozumel was led by Juan de Grijalva.
Stop. Click on that, please. Click on that name. And we're going to go back.
Juan de Grijalva, born around 1489 in Cuellar, Crown of Castile. 21st January 1527 in Nicaragua, was a Spanish conquistador.
And what?
Spanish conquistador.
Okay, keep going.
And relation of Diego Velázquez. He went to Hispaniola in 1508 and to Cuba in 1511.
Oh man, so he helped conquer other Hispanic tribes, huh? Okay, keep going.
He was one of the early explorers of the Mexican coastline. 1518 expedition. In 1518, Grijalva was one of the earliest to explore the shores of Mexico. According to Hernan Cortez, 170 people went with him, but according to Pedro Martir, there were 300 people.
Go down. Go down to stop. Let me see. Let's see. Go down. No, back. Go back. Go back to Cozumel. Okay, finish where it says Juan de right there.
Juan de Grijalva in 1518. In the following year, Hernan Cortez stopped by the island on his way to Veracruz. The Grijalva and Cortez expeditions were both received peacefully by the Maya of Cozumel, unlike the expeditions' experiences on the other parts of the mainland. even after Cortez destroyed some of the Maya idols on Cozumel and replaced them with the image of the Virgin Mary.
What did he do?
He replaced them with the image of the Virgin Mary.
So this conquistador gave us the Virgin Mary.
Well, what they know is Guadalupe.
Guadalupe.
Damn.
Guadalupe. Now, watch this. Can I read the scripture?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to read the scripture. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. And we just read it, but I'm going to read it again. Deuteronomy 28 and read verse 64, please.
The book of Deuteronomy.
Come on. I need you to be quick.
Chapter 28 and verse 64.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
Up to go that scatter again. The Lord scattered us
right.
amongst all people. Read on.
From the one end of the earth even unto the other.
Uh-huh.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
Whoa. You should what?
Serve other gods.
So here's my question. Who gave the Chinese Buddha? Who gave the Arabs Muhammad? Did anyone give them their God?
Bring
or
it
did
out.
they create their own God?
Bring it out.
Please, somebody answer that. Can we read that again, please? Read that again. Read that again.
And there thou shalt serve.
No. I want her Les to read that again, please. Go ahead.
The Grijalva and Cortez expeditions were both received peacefully by the Maya of Cozumel, unlike the expedition's experiences on the other parts of the mainland. Even after Cortez destroyed some of the Maya idols.
So he destroyed the idols of the Mayans. Read
on Cozumel and replaced them with an image of the Virgin Mary.
Sounds like what the Europeans did to Judah.
Bring it out.
Stuff that makes you go, Keep reading, bro.
The native inhabitants of the island continued to help the Spanish resupply their ships with food and water so they could continue their voyages. Geronimo de Aguilar was rescued at this time. As many as 10,000 Maya lived on the island then. But in 1520, infected crew members...
Here we go. Read that again.
Infected crew
so
members...
you had 10,000 Mayans lived on the island of Cozumel. In 1520, infected crew members... Read on.
Of the Panfilo Narvaez expedition brought the smallpox...
Whoa, wait a minute. Sound like the same thing they did to the North American Indians.
Right.
Keep going.
Expeditions brought the smallpox contagion to the island, and by 1570, only 186 men and 172 women were left alive on Cozumel.
So, how many did it start off with?
10,000 on the island alone.
On that one island, right?
Right.
On that one island. Let me get
and that was 50 years.
Yes, that's the one I want right there. Give me verse 65. Is that it? Let me see. No, that's not what I want. Give me verse
61 or 22.
Nope.
59?
49. Read verse 49.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
This nation came from far.
Bring it out.
The Spaniards, the conquistadors, came from far. Read on.
From the end of the earth. As swift as the eagle flieth.
As swift as the eagle flieth. Read on. Watch this.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Didn't understand Spanish.
Right.
They didn't say hola to Hernan Cortez.
Right.
Come on.
A nation of fierce countenance.
Fierce countenance.
Which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
They didn't guard the person of the old nor the young. Read on.
And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed. Which also shall not leave thee neither corn, wine, or oil.
Now jump to verse 61.
Verse 61. Also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, them will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed.
So verse 49, the Lord was going to bring a nation against us.
Right.
Verse 61, the Lord was going to bring a plague against us. He used a nation to bring a plague against the Israelites.
That's right.
Smallpox.
Right.
It went from 10,000 to 186 men and 172 women.
In the span of 50 years, 1520 to 1570.
50 years, bro.
They were
Hey, can we do
almost
the calculation on that? Let's do the calculation on that.
While you do that, can I read one more scripture?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hey, Ephraim, can you read Deuteronomy 4:27 again? Officer Gab brought it earlier. Read it again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 27. And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen.
Read it again. This you shall be what?
And ye shall be left few in number among the heathen.
What's the calculation, Officer Gab?
The calculation is in 50 years, 9,642 Mayans were killed from smallpox.
Damn. Say that again, Officer Gab.
In the span of 50 years, 9,642 Mayans were killed due to smallpox.
Damn.
50 years.
That's 192 people a year. Wow. Goodness gracious. Read on, brother.
Here we go. In the ensuing years of Cozumel was often the target of attack by pirates. And in 1650, many of the islanders were forcibly relocated to the mainland town of Excan Bologna.
You know what forcibly relocated is, right? Slavery.
That's right.
Captivity.
Bring it out.
Give me your land.
That's right.
Colonization. Read on.
Many of the islanders were forcibly relocated to the mainland town of Excan Bologna to avoid the buccaneers' predation.
So, all right, so hold on. Give me the next article. Get me Playa del Carmen. We going to hit these islands, man. We going to go over the history of these islands.
That's right.
Because people don't believe that they Israelites. You going to learn today.
Así es.
You going to learn today.
Zoom in a little bit.
Playa del Carmen.
There we go.
Let's see. Let me see. Where's it at? Go down to the historical period, Olmecs and Mayans. I think that's it. Yep. Olmecs and Mayans. Yep, that's it.
A historical period, Olmecs and Mayans, two native tribes founded and controlled vast civilizations in the area. Continue. The Spaniards are coming. Conquistadors from Spain arrived to sack, pillage, and convert the indigenous people to Christianity.
To do what?
To convert the indigenous people to Christianity.
Oh, they brought religion and converted the indigenous people to Christianity. Go ahead, keep going.
And find gold too.
And what?
And find gold too.
Read historical period. No, where's it at? Read the Big Splash. Oh, no, hell no. Don't read that. Don't read that. Keep going.
Mayans become Mexicans.
Mayans become what?
Mayans become Mexicans.
What?
Mayans become Mexicans.
Keep going, bro.
In the mid-19th century and an early part of the 20th century, the state of Mexico was abandoned by the Spanish and became independent, which made all of those inside the territory Mexican.
Hold on. Go down.
Scroll down.
Go down to the Spaniards are Mexicans. I mean, the Spaniards are coming. Go down. Hold up. Go down to right there. Read that.
The Spaniards are coming. The name of the previously nameless little village along the coast from Our Lady of the Mount Carmel, an Italian saint who also happens to be Cancun's patron. How did a place so far away from Italy get a saint's name? In the year 1518, a Spanish explorer on his way to Cuba sailed through the area, noting the beauty and possible treasure awaiting future explorers. Cortez was eager to find the rumored gold and arrived at Cozumel in 1519. The coming of the Spanish was, of course, the death knell for the Mayans, who were already...
You got to read that slow. Read that part again.
Yes, sir. The coming of the Spanish was the course of the death knell for the Mayans.
The death knell for the Mayans.
Dang.
The coming of the Spanish equaled death to the indigenous people of the land. Come on.
Who were already in decline. On the island, imported smallpox decimated the small population, and Cortez and his soldiers laid waste to a once proud civilization.
Cortez and his soldiers laid waste
Dang.
To a once proud in civilization, meaning they destroyed the indigenous people of the land.
Right.
They destroyed them. Read on.
All over the peninsula and to the south, places were renamed with appellations familiar to the Spaniards in an attempt to wipe out the heathen culture they had found.
Read that again.
All over the peninsula and to the south, places were renamed with appellations.
Renamed with appellations. Come on.
Familiar to the Spaniards.
Familiar to the Spaniards. So what they did, they called the lands by their names.
Bring it out.
Read on.
In an attempt to wipe out the heathen culture they had found.
He said, we're going to kill these people, their culture, their belief, their doctrines, their heritage. We're going to wipe it out and give them Christianity.
Dang.
We're going to give them Mother Mary. We're going to give them Catholicism.
Right.
That's what they did.
Right.
Go ahead.
On the beach, Playa in Spanish, across from the Cozumel and just south of the present-day city, the Spanish established a colony. During the next 200 years, the coastline was followed by the invaders. And by the invaders.
By the what?
Invaders.
Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 33, please.
Bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 33.
If these people are not the Israelites, why are they fitting the curses?
Right.
Why? It makes no sense. Why are they fitting the curses if they are not Israelites?
Right.
Read.
The fruit of thy land and all thy labors.
Come on.
Shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up.
That's colonialism.
Right.
That's colonialism. Colonization.
Right.
What did the Mayans call them? Read that again.
Where are we at? During the next 200 years, the coastline was followed by the invaders.
The what?
The invaders.
The invaders. The illegal aliens.
Right.
Read.
And the outposts were used as starting points for the destructive expeditions into the interior.
Read on.
As the age of exploration and conquest ended, pirates discovered that the islands and the areas around the peninsula were good hideouts and beautiful places to enjoy their plunder. Trade with newly formed countries to the south increased, and the old Spanish outpost became a village of its own with its own history and name, Playa del Carmen.
Playa del Carmen. Now, get me.
Dang.
You got some more Royalton, Honduras?
There you go.
You said some more Royalton, right? Get me.
Yeah, can we post up that picture real quick?
Which one?
It's all the way towards the bottom.
Oh,
yeah, that right there.
Yeah. Bring that out.
Hey, pull that picture up. It's all the way at the bottom of the forum on Native Hour.
It's the picture of the flag, right?
It's on Telegram.
It's on Natives Hour.
It's on Natives Hour.
Natives Hour. You fired, man. Damn, laying down on this.
We just got back. You got fired again.
Hey, Ephraim, can you get Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33? All right, there we go. Now blow that up.
Yeah, blow it up. Watch this, y'all.
That's the old Belize flag.
Belize.
It's north of Honduras. They're like right there with each other. All right, now I see somebody over here on the left side with slick hair, while the Negro is on the other side with Afro-textured hair. Now, this is the old Belize flag that was created by the Spaniards. Hold on. They look like they're both holding instruments of labor.
Wait a minute.
Instruments of labor.
Slavery.
There is a little ship there I see as well. I wonder what this could be. I wonder what this could all mean.
Yeah, read that.
Read what you got. It.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 33.
Come on.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel.
Who?
The children of Israel.
Come on.
And the children of Judah.
So in case you didn't know, the children of Israel are the so-called Hispanic Latinos, the so-called Native American Indians. And the children of who?
and the children of Judah.
Who's known as Benjamin, Levi, and Judah, who are the so-called West Indian blacks today in nations.
Why don't it say the children of Judah and the children of Judah? Why is there a distinction between the two?
That's a good question, Officer Gap.
Whoa.
It should say the children. Hey, maybe the Bible, and your Bible don't, and your Bible's wrong.
No.
It should say the children of Judah and the children of Judah.
Well, read it out of your Bible. Read it out of your Bible.
They crossed that out.
Yeah, they crossed out the children of Israel, and they wrote the children of Judah and the children of Judah.
They put Judah and then they put Judah.
Damn, Yahudah.
Go ahead, officer.
Read it from the top.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts.
Thus saith the Almighty Father which is in heaven. Read.
The children of Israel
Uh-huh.
and the children of Judah
Were what?
were oppressed together.
Meaning that they were going through the same calamities. They were going through the same curses. They were going through the same curses just like they're going through the same curses today.
Yep.
Who do you find in the ghettos? Blacks and Hispanics.
Yep.
Who do you find in the jails that populate the prisons?
Blacks and Hispanics.
So it says that the children of Judah and Israel were oppressed together. Whether you were in the slave field, cotton field, tobacco field, sugarcane field, you were oppressed together with your brother, who are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read.
Hey, but you know what though,
What you got?
officer? We went to Honduras.
Right.
We went to Costa Mara. We went to Cozumel. And what do we see in the slums and the ghettos? Our people.
People that look like this flag
Look
right
just
here.
like that. Bruh, the same ghetto in America look the same in Honduras.
Bring it out.
The same people in Honduras look just like the people in the ghetto in America.
Right.
That's because we are the same people.
Check this out real quick. It says the flag of Belize. It says the coat of arms recalls the logging industry that first led to British settlement there. The figures, tools, and mahogany tree represent this industry. And the national motto, Sub Umbra Florero, meaning under the shade I flourish. It's not talking about them. It's not talking about them flourishing.
Right. Under the shade. Watch this. Go to. Oh, you got some more?
No, that was it.
That's it. Hey, get me the article. Hold on, I gotta go back to it. I'm gonna show y'all something.
Oh, praises.
I'm gonna show y'all something. Watch this, bro.
And that flag represents Hosea 7 and 8, a cake.
Oh yeah,
unturned.
go ahead. You gonna bring it out?
Right.
Yeah, bring it out.
Yeah,
Ephraim.
go ahead.
Put back the flag. Watch this. This is what God said.
Because I think them brothers that say that think that all Israel is supposed to look like Show Nuff from Last Dragon.
right. Show Nuff.
Who's the master?
Show Nuff.
Read that real quick.
The book of Hosea, chapter 7 and verse 8. Ephraim,
Which is the head of another kingdom, says everybody else. Read.
he hath mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned.
Ephraim is a cake not turned. Look at his cake. The left side is the top of the cake. The right side is the bottom of the cake.
Right.
That's it right there.
Right.
Hey, but that's only if you believe.
Right.
Only if you believe. Hey, give me Cecilio Chi. Wikipedia. I'm going to show y'all something. Get me Cecilio Chi. Now, this dude right here, I'm going to post a picture as well because I got pictures of him.
As the nine, help him out if you got to, so we can pull it up quick.
I'm going to post a picture. Go down. Go on it. There you go. Blow it up. Blow it up. You got to go to, turn it to English, please. No, yeah, it should be something at the bottom to change it to English.
Check the left hand corner where it says Wikipedia. Scroll down real quick. Idiomas. Go to idiomas. Right there. No, just go to the other one. Go to the left. Right there. Yeah. No, up.
Yeah, it should be something to click
Yeah,
on it.
yeah. Click the little circle, yeah. All right. Idioma, tipos de letras. Go to tipos de letras.
But Google should do it automatically.
For real.
Right. That's what it did on my phone.
Close it. Close that.
Yeah, close it out and go back in.
Just refresh the page.
That's what it did.
Come up. It's gonna come up on the right. Watch. You see right there. Translate. You see it? Yeah, right there.
Cecilio Chi.
All right. There you go.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, he got it. All right, here we go. Do the background. Watch this. Go to background. Cecilio Chi. I'm sorry. Yeah, start right there.
Cecilio Chi, 1820 to 13 of December of 1848, was the leading indigenous Maya, born in the village of Tepic before Yucatan, currently Quintana Roo in Mexico.
Go down. In the background.
In 1842, he participated in the defense of Campeche, which allowed him to know the military organization. In 1846, he was chieftain of his native town. He participated in the organization of a rebellion against the domination and exploitation of the criollos in the region. He coordinated the insurrection, among others, with Manuel Antonio I, the cacique of Chichimila, and Jacinto Pont, with the purpose of constituting a Mayan nation independent of Mexico, which respected the rights of indigenous people.
Now go to Jacinto Pat.
Jacinto Pat.
To
the right. There you go.
Go to that. Watch this.
Jacinto Pat, Yucatan was a Batab, Mayan indigenous intendant of the town of Tijuasuco.
These are what we would call today, what they call them, like freedom fighters.
Revolutionaries.
Right. Revolutionaries for Issachar.
Right.
All right. They fought against oppression. Go ahead. Keep going.
According to the Encyclopedia of Quintana Roo, Pat is an ancient Mayan surname that means invent, create, make things with mud or wax. Before the Spanish invasion, the family ruled that the Maya province.
Before the what?
Before the Spanish invasion.
Before the Spanish invasion. Come on.
The family ruled that Maya province of Ekab had great power and presence on the island of Cozumel. Naum Pat was the halak eunuch of Cozumel. And when the invaders arrived, many inhabitants of that island moved to the Yucatan Peninsula. More than 70 families with this last name lived in Cochua, especially in Tijuasuco.
Now watch this. Go to the next one. I'm gonna show y'all something. Watch this. Go to Caste War of Yucatan. Watch this. Read that.
The Caste War of Yucatan began with the revolt of native Mayan people of Yucatan, Mexico, against the European-descended population called Yucatecos. The latter had long held political and economic control of the region. A lengthy war ensued between the Yucateco forces.
Yucateco, I think, was the Edomites.
Right.
Come on.
In the northwest of the Yucatan and the independent Maya in the southeast.
Israelites.
There was regular raiding between them.
Now watch this. Go down. Go down. Go down.
Those regular wars, they was always warring.
Go to Mayan independence. Watch this. What? Hey, y'all, I'm telling you, this right here gonna blow your mind. Go to Mayan independence, and I want you to read. Read that from the top.
The Mayan independence, the Chan Santa Cruz state, stretching from north of Tulum to the Belize border and the considerable distance inland, was the largest of the independent Maya communities of the era, but not the only one. Jose Maria Echeverria, a sergeant in the army taken captive by the Maya, resided in the town in 1851 and 53.
Watch this.
He reported later that it had about 200 Maya and 200 whites.
200 whites. Watch this.
All well armed and apparently fighting together.
Go ahead.
The whites were under their own commander, a man of reddish.
Of what?
Of reddish complexion.
Esau.
Damn.
Read that again, bro.
He reported later that it had about 200 Maya and 200 whites, as well armed, all well armed and apparently fighting together. The whites were under their own commander, a man of reddish complexion.
Stop. Goodness gracious. It's just so much history and evidence.
For real.
Hey,
it said a man of reddish complexion.
How can you be white and red at the same time?
A man of reddish complexion.
And that reminds me of the two with the 200 Maya and the 200 whites, and it said that they were separated.
Yep.
Just like when they had Judah over here with the in the Civil War. And they separated the Union Army from the blacks and the whites.
Now, when it says the whites were under their own commander, you know that's Esau right in that part.
Right.
That's why it says It was a man of reddish complexion. Those were the words of the Mayans. These people are reddish. They're red. Who else said Esau's red? The Most High.
That's right.
God.
Right.
Bring it out.
Let you know, hey, these people are Israelites, man. Read that again. Read Deuteronomy 28 again, bro. We gonna stay right here, Deuteronomy 28. We gonna stay right here.
That's all we saw when we went to them islands.
49.
The curses coming to life.
Coming to life, man. 49, bro. Read it again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 49.
Reddish complexion.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle
As
flieth.
what?
As swift as the eagle flieth.
Name me a country that has the symbol as an eagle that's not a reddish complexion. They all red.
Right. Right.
They all got their blood going through their skin.
Right. That's why they call themselves redheads.
Redheads.
Peckerwood.
Peckerwoods.
And people always forget the color of red when they look at a pig.
Yeah.
A pig is
Bring it
Like
out.
DJ Trump.
Yeah.
Pigglies.
Trump.
Piggly Wiggly.
Oink, oink, oink.
All right, so go to Honduras, please. We'll go to Honduras. We're going to go to the Honduras.
You know, while I was on the
Honduras
quest,
Wikipedia.
I met somebody who
Speak
spoke,
up, speak up.
While I was on the quest, I met somebody who spoke the Mayan language. I was surprised to hear that.
Oh, the what's it called? The
old-
Gary Funa, is that?
Nah. This literally I know what you're talking about because I encountered 3 young ladies as well during the flyer mission.
Yeah.
This was in Chuteman. They were speaking the Mayan dialect.
Damn.
I went over thinking I was about to understand what they was talking about because I was with a brother. I was with Soldier Sirach. He was with me, and I'm looking at the sisters. I'm like, hold on, I got this. I'm gonna help you out. And as they talking, I'm like, hold up. I had to talk to them in English because I didn't understand what they was. I was like, what did y'all just say?
Damn.
They were like, they laughed at me like, oh, we speak Spanish. I was like, ¿qué dijeron ustedes? Like, what did y'all say? I told them in Spanish. They was like, oh, that was a Mayan tongue.
Dang.
I was
They
like,
said you
dang.
still speaking the.
Yup.
They look at you like
you speaking your slave master's
speaking
tongue.
that reddish man.
I ain't
tongue
forget
right
my
there.
roots.
Right.
Damn.
All praise to the Most High. Go ahead, read that, bro. Not everybody knows Spanish now.
Honduras.
Go ahead. Go ahead, read that.
Officially, the Republic of Honduras is a country in Central America. It has times been referred to as Spanish Honduras. It differentiates it from British Honduras, which became modern-day Belize. The Republic of Honduras is a border to the west by Guatemala, to the southwest by El Salvador, to the southeast by Nicaragua, and to the south by the Pacific Ocean of the Gulf of Fonseca, and to the north by the Gulf of Honduras and the large inlet of the Caribbean Sea.
Go to the history. Go to the history. Watch this. What's the first thing it says?
Pre-colonial period.
Pre-colonial. That means before they was colonized.
Right, before that slavery. Before the Spaniards.
Right, before the Spaniards and the conquistadors came over and destroyed the place.
Right.
Go ahead.
In pre-Columbian times, modern Honduras was part of the Mesoamerican culture area. In the West, Maya civilization flourished for hundreds of years. The dominant state within Honduras borders was in Copan. Copan fell with the other lowland centuries during the conflagrations of the Terminal Classic in the 9th century. The Maya of the civilization survived in West Honduras as the Chiorti, isolated from their Chiolitan linguistic peers to the west.
Go down to Spanish conquest. Right there.
Spanish conquest, 1524 to 1539. On his 4th and final voyage to the New World in 1502, Christopher Columbus landed near the modern town of Trujillo, near Guamoreto Lagoon, becoming the first European to visit the Bay Islands on the coast of Honduras. On 30 July 1502, Columbus sent his brother Bartholomew to explore the islands of Bartholomew.
What's this?
And to explore the islands, and Bartholomew encountered a Mayan trading vessel from Yucatan, carrying well-dressed Maya and a rich cargo. Bartholomew's men stole the cargo they wanted and kidnapped the ship's elderly captain to serve as an interpreter.
To what?
Serve as an interpreter.
Read on.
In the first recorded encounter between the Spanish and the Maya, in March 1524, Gil Gonzalez Davila became the first Spaniard to enter Honduras as a conquistador.
As a conquistador, a conqueror, read.
Followed by Hernan Cortez, who brought forces down from Mexico. Much of the conquest took place in the following 2 decades. First by groups loyal to Cristobal de Olid, and then by those loyal to Francisco de Montejo, but most particularly by those following Alvarado. In addition to Spanish resources, the conquerors relied heavily on armed forces from Mexico. Tlaxcalan and Mexica armies of thousands who remained garrison in the region. Resistance to conquest was led particular by Lempira. Many regions in the north of Honduras never fell to the Spanish, notably the Mexico Kingdom. After the Spanish conquest, Honduras became part of Spain's vast empire in the New World with the Kingdom of Guatemala. Trujillo and Gracias were the first city capitals. The Spanish...
Now, go back up. Go to... go back down.
Scroll down.
Go to... Where'd you read that? Trejo? What do you say?
Trujillo?
Yeah, where's that?
Right there.
Yeah, click on that. Click on
Trujillo. Scroll down. Right there, Trujillo.
Yeah, click on that. Now read that. Watch this.
Trujillo, Honduras is a city and municipality on the northern Caribbean coast of Honduran Department of Colón, which the city is the capital.
Go to history.
History. Christopher Columbus landed in Trujillo on August 14, 1502.
Come on.
During his 4th and final voyage to the Americas, Columbus named the place Punta de Caxinas. It was the first time he touched the Central American mainland. He noticed that the water in the part of the Caribbean was very deep, and therefore called the area Golfo de Honduras.
Honduras.
Right.
That's how you got the name Honduras, because Christopher Columbus said, man, the water is very deep here.
Right.
Let's call this place Golfe de Honduras. The Gulf of the Depths. Deep waters.
That's right.
So when you call yourself a Honduran, you call yourself a deep water.
And you taking pride in waving a flag and calling yourself deep waters.
Give me Deuteronomy 28. We're going to stay right at 28, y'all. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 37.
Bring it out.
Come on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
An astonishment.
A proverb.
A proverb.
And a byword.
You have become a byword
right.
in Honduras. You call yourselves Hondurians. We just read the history. Christopher Columbus named it Honduras because the sea level was so deep.
Right.
Meaning you have no significance to your name.
Right.
There's no honor in that.
Right.
There's no power in that.
Right.
Get yes, Isaiah 65.
There's no bloodline to trace back to it. You can't find any forefathers looking up deep waters.
Right.
Your mermaid,
You descend
mermaid
from the bottom of
nationality.
the ocean. You descend from the depths of the sea.
Right. Tribe of Aquaman.
Read that, bro.
What is going on?
Read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 15. And ye shall leave your name for a curse.
We shall leave. God said we're going to leave our true names. Zebulon, Asher, Naphtali, Simeon. Read on.
And ye shall leave your name for a curse.
Our true names for a curse. Calling yourselves Honduran is a curse.
That's right.
Calling yourself Mexican is a curse.
Right.
Read on.
Unto my chosen.
Come on.
For the Lord God shall slay thee.
Slay us in colonization, slavery, captivity. Read on.
And call his servants.
Call his servants, the 12 tribes of Israel.
By another name.
Now we call ourselves depth from the sea.
Right.
Now we call ourselves rich port.
Damn.
Now we call ourselves dogs of God.
Right. Right.
Go back to the no, we're gonna move on because we ain't got much time left.
Right.
Go to, let's see. We got a lot of bills here. We're going to touch on Gary Funa next week, Lord's will.
All praises.
A lot of people don't even know about that, Gary Funa. A lot of people don't know about that. Go to prostitution in Mexico. Go ahead. Read that.
Prostitution in Mexico is legal under federal law.
Prostitution in Mexico is legal under federal law.
That's sad.
That's some nasty stuff. But it gets worse. Keep going.
Dang. Each of the 31 states enacts its own prostitution laws and policies. 13 of the states of Mexico allow and regulate prostitution. Prostitution involving minors under 18 is illegal.
So they say.
Some Mexican cities have enacted tolerance zones.
Tolerance zone. That means we're going to tolerate it in this zone. Go ahead.
Which allow regulated prostitution and function as red light districts. In Tuxtla Gutiérrez, capital of the state of Chiapas, there is a state-run brothel at the Zona Galáctica. In most parts of the country, pimping is illegal. Although pimp workers' relationships still occur, sometimes under female pimps called madrotas. The government provides shelter for former prostitutes.
Go down. I think it's more than I wanted. Let's see. Yes, go to the history. There we go.
History. Prostitution was first regulated in the country during the French occupation in the
right there. Now click on French occupation. Now read that.
The second French intervention in Mexico. Scroll up. No. I mean down. Go ahead. Was an invasion of Mexico launched in late 1861 by the Second French Empire.
The French Empire, Esau, the so-called white man. Go ahead.
1852 to 1870. Initially supported by Britain and Spain. That's why. You know.
Right, Britain and Spain, the same people. Right. Go ahead.
The French intervention in Mexico was a consequence of President Benito Juárez 2 years moratorium. On 17 July 1861, of loan interest payments to French, British, and Spanish creditors. To extend the influence of Imperial France, Napoleon III instigated the intervention in Mexico by claiming that the military adventure was a foreign policy commitment to free trade. The establishment of a friendly monarchy in Mexico would ensure European access to Latin American markets and French access to Mexican silver.
Now go back. So now we know when it says
French occupation.
Right, French occupation. Prostitution was regulated during the French occupation in the 1860s.
Right.
By the so-called white man.
Yep, the British.
They allowed it to happen.
All of them.
And now today is rampant.
Right.
These nations know how to get us, man. These nations know.
Hey, also, they never once said, you know what, we was wrong. We need to change that law.
Right.
To this day, that law is still in effect where it's okay to do so.
It's okay.
That's crazy.
It's okay to do it.
That's why people visit Mexico.
Yep.
That's one of the reasons they go down there.
Yep. And you know what? Every tribe has been snared in a hole.
Right.
Every tribe, the Hispanics, the blacks, the Native American Indians,
right.
They all have been snared in a hole by the so-called white, by our enemies.
Bring it out.
But we don't see it.
Nope.
We don't see it right now. We don't understand that what we learned, what we're doing now is a learned behavior.
Right.
Prostitution is a learned behavior. Right. We read during the time of the Mayans, there was a royal people.
Right.
They didn't believe in that stuff. During the time of the Incas, they didn't do that stuff. It's a learned behavior by our oppressors.
Absolutely.
Read that.
In 1885, during the authoritarian regime of Porfirio Diaz in the late 19th century, regulations in the forms of monthly quotas, medical examinations, and photographic documentation were imposed upon prostitutes. Regulatory practices were most severe on the eve of the Mexican export mining economic collapse, and had not been met with backlash from women's rights groups in Oaxaca, Yucatan, and Veracruz.
Go ahead.
According to a 1908 study, economic concerns were the main reason for turning the sex trade in Porfirio, Mexico, at which time...
It says economic concerns were the main reason for turning to the sex trade. Meaning the government was making money off of prostitution.
Bring it out. Damn.
That's why they legalized it. Because of money. Go ahead.
At which time, 15 to 30% of Mexico City's young female population was employed in the sex trade.
So that was an occupation.
Dang.
That was a legal occupation.
Right. That's why they mentioned pimp, because
Right.
they had to collect.
Right.
There was a chain of command. Damn.
That was a
An
legal
evil chain of command.
occupation to be a prostitute in Mexico.
That's why when you read earlier, it said state-run prostitution.
Dang.
Prostitution.
Go to the next one. Go to
Officer Guy, can I bring on the scripture?
Yep, go ahead, bro.
Let me get Joel 3, verse 3. Because they said they made prostitution for economics gain, right? So they could save the money. It's all about money.
Right. All
Read
about
that.
money. Yep.
Joel chapter 3, verse 3.
The book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink.
At the end of the day, the reason they kept doing that is for their own benefits.
Right.
For their, because around that same time, we didn't bring it out, but around that same time, people were selling a lot of wine, liquor. That was like a big thing around that time. So that's why they kept having this prostitution going on, so they themselves can make their own money for their own people.
Damn.
All about money. All about money.
Right.
They keep us in sin to make money. Get Mexico City faces growing water crisis.
Hey, can I get Obadiah 1 and 6 real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, bring it up.
Obadiah chapter 1, verse 6.
The book of Obadiah, verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out?
Because everything that we're exposing right now is that's our primary enemy that's doing this to us. Like Officer Gab brought out, that has snared us and put us in traps and holes. It says, how are these things searched out? How can you figure this man out? How do you even know you're at war? You don't know you're at war, so you never fight.
Right.
Until you read the Bible and realize that Esau is the white man, and now you can begin to fight back spiritually.
Yep.
Read.
How are his hidden things sought up?
Read.
All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Come on.
The men that were at peace with thee.
Remember, they was at peace with us. We were supposed to, we was going to let them share our land, eat of our fruit. And they gave us what? Smallpox. They brought a sword. They brought religion. They brought us into slavery.
Right.
Read.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
So that whole Virgin Mary, Guadalupe, all them religions, they deceived us. Read.
And prevailed against thee.
Now they got our women. Now they got our daughters of Sarah prostituting themselves.
Right.
Now they got our men
Legally.
populating jail cells. Now they got the ghettos. What do you call it? Running rampant with crime. Honduras is number one in in the world. In murders.
Yep, murder
and who's
number
running
one.
this country? Who are running these countries where our people are so destroyed? Esau, the so-called white man.
Yep.
All right, I'm done.
Play that.
Violent protests continued in Mexico today. Demonstrators clashed with police in Acapulco as anger mounted over the disappearance of 43 students. Late last week, 3 men detained in the case admitted to setting fire to the victims. Government investigators said they found dozens of charred bodies. They're still working on confirming the identities. Many throughout the country have been critical of Mexican President Enrique Peña Nieto's response. Tonight, we take a look at another less attention-getting but still severe issue facing Mexico, the water shortage in its capital city. NewsHour special correspondent Fred de Sam Lazaro filed this report, part of our series, Agents for Change.
Every day, long lines of water tankers fill up at pumping stations, 4,000 gallons on each truck, enough for 2 homes for about a week. It's not an emergency or drought. This is normal practice in Mexico City. With a population of 22 million, it's like filling a swimming pool with a teacup. Environment scientist Juan Jose Santibáñez did the math for one large neighborhood.
Como Iztapalapa. In Iztapalapa, there are 1,000 trucks distributing water to 2 million people, which is nowhere near enough to meet the needs of those people.
It's expensive, inefficient, and customers like Sylvester Fernandez, a struggling cab driver, are not satisfied. Sometimes it takes 1 or up to 5 days after we request it. And sometimes we can't buy other things, like diapers for the baby, because we have to pay for water.
Stop. Go ahead. I was bringing it up.
Yeah, let me get Lamentation chapter 5, verse 4.
Because the brother said we can't buy diapers because we have to pay for water. In Mexico.
Their own country.
Their own country. We can't buy diapers, we can't buy food for our kids because we have to pay for the water. Go ahead, bring it out.
The book.
Yeah, go ahead.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 5 and verse 4. We have drunken our water.
Who's the we? We have drunken our water.
That's Judah, bro. They ain't talking about it. Talking about Judah.
Nah, it can't be Judah only. Cause it's we, 12 tribe of Israel. We read.
We have drunken our water for money.
That's what the video just said. They have drunken the water for money. That's a curse on the children of Israel.
That's right.
If it's not them, then who is it?
Then who is it? Does China pay for the water? Does China got to go back and not buy noodles because they got to buy water?
Do they?
I don't know. You don't say. You don't say everybody. I don't know.
I don't know.
Me don't know.
Read it again, though, bro. Read it again.
We have drunken our water for money.
We got to pay for our own water. I got to make a decision between the welfare of my kids or water.
Dang.
Right.
That's captivity.
Bring it out.
That's oppression. Remember, the guy said supplying water to the Mexico City is like filling a pool with a teacup.
Hey.
Meaning you'll never accomplish.
Right. It'll never work.
Hey.
Play on though. Watch this. Play on.
For many of the poorest is self-service from a municipal tap. Amelia Segura trudges down and then back up a steep mountain, jerry cans on the back of 3 donkeys, which her husband, Indalicia Bonilla, helps unload.
It's really hard. It takes 20 minutes to go down the hill, and then we have to walk back up. We collect enough for about 3 days when it rains. When it's dry, we need more.
The city struggles to meet the pressing demand. Water is pumped up from aquifers and also piped in from a neighboring province. It's purified in plants like this, but here there's also a shortage of trust. Mexicans consume more bottled water than any other nation. One reason is that less than 10% of the metro area's sewage is treated. The rest flows in open canals, often washed up with rains that flood this bowl-shaped city, overwhelming many homes in poor neighborhoods. These pictures are from a documentary called H2O MX. The director, Jose Cohen, said he wanted to inject a sense of urgency about this growing crisis.
We found out that it's an extremely serious health emergency, and there's a lot of social injustice going on.
There is a very high probability that by 2020 there will be a mini revolution, at least in Mexico City.
No one disagrees that dwindling supply and growing
Mexico
population
City
are leading to a severe crisis. Yet there seems to be little momentum to do something about it.
Stop. That's the majority of people's at. Right there. And only maybe 20% of them is able to get water. Go to the next one. Go to Honduras water crisis.
Officer Guy, you know what's crazy? Trump want to get money to build a wall, right? Don't he understand that if you just use the money to feed those people, fix their countries, you got nothing to worry about a whole bunch of them coming to your land.
Worry about. Go to Honduras water crisis. Not that one. Not that one. The next one. The one right after that one. There we go. Go down. Honduras water and sanitation crisis. Blow it up a little bit. There we go. Go ahead.
Honduras water and sanitation crisis. Honduras is the second poorest country in Central America, with approximately 63% of the population living below the poverty line. Many of the rural poor work as subsistence farmers, growing only enough food to feed their families and leaving little money for anything else. Across the country, more than More than 1 million lack access to improved sanitation, and 638,000 lack safe water. Rural communities face the most challenges, as many people obtain their water from small springs that are unprotected, contaminated, and often without water during the dry season. Financial inclusion data has shown that the low-income households in Honduras have limited financial capability and knowledge. Luckily, credit cooperatives are a growing part of the financial landscape and are beginning to serve many low-income households.
So go back up. Go back up. It says 638,000 people lack access to safe water. 1 million people lack access to improved sanitation.
Dang.
That means diseases is rampant out there.
Right.
Get me the next one.
Meaning that water contains a lot of
crap.
Right.
Ever drink out of a plastic bag? Read that. You got to scroll.
Yeah, you got to scroll it up
over.
and fix it. There we go. Drinking out of a plastic
Hold on.
bag.
Can you read that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
Slide it over a little bit. Drinking out of a plastic bag was a new one on me. The first time El Jefe, meaning the boss, stopped at a pulperia to get a soft drink and returned with a Coke in a plastic bag, I asked him, confused, what am I supposed to do with this? It turns out that it is very common to serve soft drinks or juice in flimsy plastic bags. Purified water is prepackaged in half liter and liter bags, as well as plastic bottles. A corner is ripped off, usually with your teeth, and the water is sort of poured or sucked out of the hole in the bag.
Now, if you ain't telling me that ain't captivity right there, you got to drink out of a plastic bag. We got bottles here.
Who filled that bag up?
Right. Who filled the bag up? They got bags, y'all. And watch this. Go back to the natives album. I just posted 2 pictures. 2 pictures of a bag of water.
Dang. Well, we got it good in America.
Bro, we are spoiled here.
We spoiled.
I'm not even.
We don't realize. We take it for granted.
When I saw that plastic bag thing, I was confused. I said, "Why?
Like, what
why they
the heck
carrying
is
around?"
this?
I thought it was a special drink, like a little like.
You got it?
Pina colada.
As of now, where you at?
Oh, you saw it over there?
Yeah.
Well, put it up, brother. No, just click on it. Just click on it. Click on the bag, brother. Listen.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
Agua Azul.
This is a bag of water that I was given in Honduras. A bag of water. They are drinking out of bags. This is no joke. This is the real deal. Go to the next one. This is the real deal right here.
Nutrition facts on the bag. On the back. Damn. Right.
That's oppression. Like that's curse. You cursed. You are cursed. You got a result to drinking out of a bag, and the water is half clean. It ain't even purified water.
Right. Still has contaminants in
Still
it.
got contaminants in it.
Damn.
God forbid that bag falls somewhere. You don't know where.
You're done. The bag buzz. You done. So our people are actually drinking out of bags. Go to the next picture I put up. Here's another one. Talk about sanitation. Yep. There you go. Banos means bathroom, right?
Yes, sir.
Publico, 5 pesos.
Damn.
Locatarios, 4 pesos.
Right.
You got to charge to use the bathroom.
And look at that.
Yes. We had to pay to use the bathroom in Chetumal.
Right.
Chetumal, Mexico. We had to pay to use the bathroom.
And we could pull up the one in Honduras, the bathroom?
Yep. Pull that up.
Hey, pull that picture up. It's a dirty bathroom. And this is not something we found on Google.
Right. This is like firsthand. We took these pictures ourselves.
Right. When we were there. It's on Native Hour.
Yeah, it's on Native Hour. Come on, man. Goodness gracious.
Right. There we go. I'm gonna send it to you now.
It's like the 5th time this happened.
All right, there you go. It's there. This is firsthand experience. Soldier Jasher was actually he needed to use the bathroom while we were at camp. And the barbershop, it was in a barbershop, the local ghetto barbershop, which actually looked good on the inside. But when he entered the bathroom, he was like, damn, I got to take a picture of this.
Look at this thing. This is the bathroom right here.
Get the one that's up close with the bucket. The next one. See if you can zoom in a little bit so you can see all that mildew, sludge, grime.
That's their shower.
That's where they shower. Yep. That's how they bathe.
This
We
is
talking
no
about
joke, y'all.
the kids, your wife, your mother, your grandmother. This is where they bathe.
Some brothers can't bathe if there's some hair left in the tub.
Right. You see a little bit of hair. You like, what is that?
Imagine bathing in that.
You be yucked out from your own hair. You be like, that's my hair.
Bro, you ain't got no choice right there.
Damn.
What you gonna do?
You can't go to your neighbors. It looks the same.
You know, Officer Gat, the bishop,
Go ahead, bro.
the bishop always says this. He says, "Why did we wake up first?"
It's a reason.
Yeah, it's not for for no joke. It's not for us to play around. It's because we got people like the other tribes living like this.
Yep.
Right.
We gotta be the one to support them.
Yep. Remember, it says
That's right.
if you repent, well, the word got to be brought to them.
Right.
The word got to be, because they've been
Right.
oppressed daily.
Right.
We ain't going through this. So even the worst of us ain't going through this.
Bring it out.
Look at the bucket. Look at the bucket.
Dang.
But the bucket
You're supposed to fill that with water and clean yourself with it.
is cracked.
Right.
Go to the next one. Go back. Look at the toilet. Look at the toilet. Look at the back. Yeah, go
look at
down. No, come
the
on.
back
Right
part of
there.
it.
Zoom in on the toilet.
He
Look
looks
at
like
that,
he's
look at
trying
that.
to do a good job at cleaning it, but look at the
toilet.
bottom.
Look at the toilet.
Dang.
These are the conditions of our people in these other lands,
Right.
in these other countries.
And that's actually a luxury to them, because
Right.
a lot of them actually poop in the backyard and they dig up a hole and then they cover it. That's reality.
So this is like good sanitation right here.
Right.
And even this would be considered to us like, bruh, if you walked in a bathroom like that, right now you're like, nah, I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'll wait. I would rather go to a Walmart. If I go to a Walmart. You know what I'm saying? But that's the truth.
Right.
And you know you can't be wasting.
Right. You know you can't be
Wasting
right for real. You
toilet
can't waste the
paper.
toilet paper. You got one swipe. That's it. You got one swipe, dude. That's it, bro. You better get it all at once.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Our people are going through the curses. Give me Deuteronomy 28. So in order to get out the curses, y'all, what do we got to do? Deuteronomy 28 and 1. What we got to do?
Bring it out.
I'm about to say you people. Because we all the same.
That's right.
Our people in Honduras, y'all are Israelites.
That's right.
Our people in Mexico, y'all are Israelites.
Right.
Our people in Central America, Latin America, North America,
Yep.
y'all are Israelites.
That's right.
That's who you are. We proved that today. No other nation is going through that right there.
Right.
No other nation was given a religion. No other nation was given their name.
Right.
Like Christopher Columbus named Honduras because the sea was deep.
Right.
What if that were the case? Everybody should be named Honduras.
Right.
Everybody. Read that. Deuteronomy 28:1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Come on.
To observe and to do all of his commandments.
So our job is to keep God's commandments. Come back to our nationality.
Right.
Come back to our heritage. Come back to our true form, our true self, and keep the commandments of the Lord. Read on.
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Now, who don't want that right there?
For real.
Who don't want to be set on high above the same people that put you on low?
Dang.
I know I do.
Bring it out.
We looking for you. We looking for those who are tired of oppression, tired of captivity,
Right.
tired of serving your enemies. We are looking for you.
That's right.
And we going to tell you to repent, keep God's laws. Get me Romans 10 and 10. We out.
Bring it out.
So here on the Natives Hour, all praise to the Most High, we proved today with a shadow of a doubt, I don't care what nobody say, that the people of Chetumal, the people of Costa Maya, the people of Honduras,
Right.
the people of Roatan,
Cozumel.
Cozumel, y'all are the Israelites.
That's right.
That's who you are. Read that.
The book of Romans, chapter 10 and verse 10.
Come on.
For with the heart man believeth unto righteousness.
Come on.
And with the mouth confession
With the what?
With the mouth confession is made unto salvation.
So God is calling you to repent. If you want to be saved, you want salvation, you must repent. Confession is made unto salvation.
That's right.
Repent from murder. We was gonna go over that in Honduras. We ain't got time.
Right.
The murder capital of the world is Honduras.
Dang.
When about 10,000 people are murdered a year.
Right.
10,000 people a year are murdered. Why? Because you give us no choice.
Right.
You give us bad sanitation. We ain't got no water. We ain't got no money. We ain't got no food. We ain't got no lights. We ain't got no electricity. We don't have clothes for our babies. So what we do? We rob and kill each other.
Right.
All this is set up, but God says that in your affliction you're gonna seek Him early. All right. So all praise to the Most High here on Native's Hour. So we went over the quest for recap. All right. So all praise to the Most High.
All praises.
With that, we're gonna say shalom. Most High Christ bless. I'm Officer Gaddard to my left.
Soldier Ephraim
to my right.
Officer Les.
Officer Pat GL.
And with that, we're gonna say shalom. Tune in next week for Native's Hour in Spanish. All right.
Yes.
Spanish edition, Native's Hour.
Dale
All
luz.
right? And with that, we're gonna say shalom. Most High Christ bless.
Shalom.